Hello and a warm welcome to December 2024. It's a pleasure coming your way once again with JoyNews Prime. My name is Mamisi Nyamiche Thompson and we're live in our studios here in Kokomleme. Also catch us live on DSTV channel 421, GoTV channel 124 and around the globe at myjoyonline.com. It's 6 days to the election 2024 and this is your election headquarters. Coming up this evening, Electoral Commission suspends special voting in eastern and western regions following leakage of ballot. We have details.
One single defaced ballot paper meant for the eastern region had been taken out of the printing house. The ballot papers for the eastern region should be recalled and new ballot papers printed for the region.
And ahead of special voting tomorrow, NDC flag bearer pledges to prioritize the needs of the media and security personnel, while NPP's Mahamadou Bawumia wraps up 3-day tour in the eastern region with a mini rally. We have details of that.
And so and yet say, oh, Dr. Bawumia, or say, oh, Babetsona had 2 weeks.
Me pese me beboa ekuafo the farmers. Me pese agriculture is my #1 priority as a president of this country.
Also in this package, Reverend Kusi Boatim breaks silence on the Shraj investigative report on the National Cathedral project.
I'm a nice person, but I am beyond intimidation. Not even the judiciary can intimidate me. Not even the parliament. And you have seen parliamentarians.
Also in world news, Namibia's opposition presidential candidate Paul Delaney Itula says his party would reject the results of a chaotic general election riddled with delays and technical failures. We have details of these and more with me in an hour. Don't go away. We start from the Electoral Commission, and the Commission has suspended tomorrow's special voting in the eastern and western regions after leakage of ballot in an emergency news conference. The Commission has recalled the ballot papers for both regions to be banned under strict supervision to ensure the sanctity of the elections. Plans are already underway to reprint new ballot papers. James Aveji has more on the following report.
The big story coming out of the Electoral Commission's emergency IPAC meeting with the political parties is that a single ballot paper meant for the eastern region has leaked. Listen to EC chairperson Jean Mensah explain how they found out about this and the decision they have arrived at with the political parties.
On Friday night, the Commission was informed by the National Security that one single defaced ballot paper meant for the eastern region had been taken out of the printing house. And I'd like to repeat that it was one single defaced paper for the presidential election in eastern region had been taken out of the printing house. The printing was undertaken by the Checkpoint Limited, and as you know, supervised and observed by the National Investigation Bureau, the National Security, the police, as well as the agents of the political parties and staff of the EC. The Commission took the decision that in order to ensure and guarantee the integrity of the election in the eastern region, the ballot papers for the eastern region should be recalled and new ballot papers printed for the region. Additionally, it has been agreed by all the Commission and all the parties that because the printing house, Checkpoint, also printed ballot papers for the western region, those ballot papers should also be recalled and printed. And I'd like to note that this was arrived at by the Commission and the political parties, and so there has been agreement here. It is important to note that in order to ensure the integrity of the ballot paper, the Commission will introduce new security features onto ballots that will be printed for the Eastern region and the Western region. In addition to that, the serial numbers for those ballots for the two regions would be revised. This is to ensure that there would be a marked difference between what has already gone and what has already been printed and what will be printed starting this evening.
Consequently, special voting slated on December 2nd for both Eastern and Western regions have been suspended.
In the light of the above, the special voting for the Eastern region and the Western regions would not take place tomorrow, Monday, the 2nd of December, as planned. The special voting for the two regions would now take place on Thursday, the 5th of December.
Now, all political parties who took part in that meeting are united in the call for an immediate investigation into the matter.
And because of that singular act of those people, you've had to put people who have made arrangement to cast their votes, to change their arrangement again. You've had to go through this exercise again, time and resources, because of a certain slip that allows somebody to pick a ballot. So there must be full investigation into this, and anybody with information should assist the police to get to the crunch of it, the bottom of it.
We demand that the security agencies immediately put out if they have arrested any culprits, and if they have, who are they, which political party are they affiliated to, or are they not affiliated to any political party? We need to know. That is very critical.
The National Security gave the report. We know the National Security are undertaking investigation. A question was asked whether has there been any arrest and have there been any interrogation, and so that hasn't been done. But we know that it is still within the ambit of the National Security. They will definitely come out with the report.
With less than 6 days to December 7, the Electoral Commission is racing against time to print the entire ballot papers for both Eastern and Western region before the elections. My name is James Savage, EC headquarters here in Accra.
Well, in less than 24 hours, security personnel and journalists will participate in special voting ahead of the 2024 elections on Saturday. In a special broadcast, NDC flag bearer John Mahama has pledged to prioritize their needs.
Fellow countrymen and women, our security personnel and journalists, on Monday, December 2nd, 2024, members of our security services, including the police, immigration, fire and prison services, the military, the customs division of the GRA, and the intelligence services performing special duties on election day will cast their votes. Also taking part in the special voting exercise are permanent and temporary staff of the Electoral Commission and my colleague journalists across the country. I want to take a moment to address you directly before you go to the polls. You, our security personnel, are the backbone of Ghana's safety. Your roles are pivotal in maintaining peace and order and ensuring that the true voice of the people is heard and respected. I understand the unique challenges you face daily. You sacrifice your comfort to protect us and work tirelessly to keep our citizens informed. Your dedication, courage, and commitment have helped build the foundation of democracy in Ghana. And therefore, you deserve a leader who recognizes and appreciates your contributions. As an advocate for the welfare of our security services and a supporter of a free press, I want to assure you that the National Democratic Congress, NDC, believes that your voices matter. My administration will prioritize improving your working conditions, providing adequate resources, and strongly supporting your critical roles in society. In the face of misinformation and a climate where trust can be scarce, we will work together to uphold the integrity of our institutions and protect freedom of expression. Together, we can ensure that the rights of every Ghanaian are respected and that we foster an environment where you can carry out your duties without fear or favor. I humbly ask for your vote in the upcoming special voting exercise. A vote for me and the NDC is a vote for safer, stronger, and a more united Ghana.
While still in the camp of the NDC, presidential candidate John Mahama expressed confidence that his party will secure victory in the elections following intensified efforts by the NPP presidential candidate Dr. Mamadou Bawumia in the Ashanti region. Now, speaking during a walk as part of his campaign tour, he said Dr. Bawumia can bring his entire campaign machinery to the Ashanti region, but it will not prevent him from losing the elections.
End of October, you call OT region. Na near if northern region and you call OT. Na region na anke wase twaso any Ashanti region. And so ya doing say aba. And you say, oh, Dr. Bawumia, or say, oh, Babetna had 2 weeks. You say from 3rd to 18th. And you say, okay, and you say, yeah, the call Western North, near call Western, near Sambra Central. You baby, you know, not on no so you call. If you say near Pesa, you no Beshia, na Ebia BBAC. Enti, oh, ye call ya, and ya so ye my date say ya ba. And then me sorry, yes, Dr. Bawumia, asa Edwaniaba, Kumasi. Opera, Uncle Sia, Madam Hajia Semira Emra, non to Nenkwada Nina Emra, no fa Nempa Emra, no men da asantimem, or Kosro Eba Foma, Abato Ayebetui, NDC Bedin could.
Well, John Mahama also expressed surprise at the thousands of people who participated in the walk. He said the overwhelming support in the NPP stronghold is the reason Dr. Bawumia and the NPP leadership are having sleepless nights over.
So Daya, Kumasi in your way. Eza Messi Obinya ne me so Diana Kumasi near way Asante near way.
Am I dreaming? Is this Kumasi? Someone should wake me up. Am I dreaming? Are we in Asante? That is why Dr. Bawumia can't sleep. That is why they all have sleepless nights over Mahama. Anytime they want to talk, they mention my name. I can see that something is about to happen.
Omo bekasa na midin epie fi omo enum ezu miami hu se afi abato ayebetui bibi ebesi ewa santiman ha eza.
Now to the camp of the NPP, the Vice President, Dr. Mamadou Bawumia, has announced the operationalization of electronic gates at the Kotoka International Airport, which will use the Ghana Identification Card as an essential document beginning Wednesday, December 4. The Vice President made the announcement at the mini rally in the Jobbing constituency of the Ashanti region, where he stated that the gates will make it easier and faster for travelers to pass through the airport.
Yeah, Tosu, yeah, the Fufrobi Abba, and idiot me bebiemo on Wednesday. Yeah, the Adia Yafrano E-Gates, Abba Kotoka International Airport. E-Gates, Richard say, Utukwa now bedu Kotoka, and Jebia, the Beba Kumasi so. Utuka now to bedu Kotoka. Ukutagana kada unko immigration officer hobium uberiba koton atu igate no na abie amao na wabam inside free from Wednesday ya beshi asie ayeno sa choboy memunu me pese munya digital skills And then a Juma Bebre or digital world ho. Usia sa digital skills noa. Ubeti matina joabin ha. Uni computer. Na every day uye Juma ewa America, ewa Canada, ewa UK, ewa Singapore, ewa Australia on your computer right here in Joabe.
Well, it's been a busy 3 days of intense campaigning by the flag bearer Mahamudu Bawumia, where he has visited 9 constituencies in 3 regions. The vice president has been making final pitches in opposition territories while trying to consolidate his base in the party's stronghold as the elections draws close. Kenneth Jesse has more in this report.
MPP flag bearer Mahamudu Bawumia's 3 days, 3 regions campaign tour over the weekend made its first stop in the Oti region, where the vice president pledged to build a ginger processing factory in the Buem constituency. Addressing a crowd of enthusiastic supporters, Dr. Bawumia emphasized the potential of the ginger industry to transform the region's economy.
Farmers, me pese agriculture is my #1 priority as a president of this country. Me beboa ekuafo said ye pese ye ekuajuma no uhwe area bia wo cropper area specialist in. Ye beboa ekuafo with fertilizer, with agricultural inputs. Also ye pese crop bia yenya processing factory for that crop.
In the eastern region, Dr. Bawumia promised to make Afram Plains South constituency the breadbasket of Ghana if he is elected as president. He highlighted the area's vast agricultural potential, noting that it could play a pivotal role in ensuring food security and boosting the country's economy.
Afram Plains ha mo asase mo nsuo enyesa eduane Afram Plains e betimi ha ye bread basket for the whole of Ghana.
Independent presidential candidate and leader of New Force Nana Kwame Bediako is confident of victory in the elections as he joined worshippers at Perez Chapel for a successful campaign. Speaking at the Thanksgiving service this morning, he also made a case for a peaceful campaign.
Well, they always say, if you saw any politician in church, he's there to campaign. I guess you can clearly see that me and Sam George were here not for campaign, but to worship God, to show appreciation, to praise God, and to show the world that God is with us. I would like to just share with the church my story with this church. Thank you. 22 years ago, I was called by a bishop, and I didn't know him very well then. He said he called me because of the tithes I was paying. He wanted to see the person he wanted to see me in person. And from that very moment, he encouraged me. And I went on paying my tithes. It's been something between me and my God, that the things that I do for God and the things that he does in return for me, it comes back in 1,000-fold.
Also coming up, Reverend Kusi Boateng, the embattled secretary of the National Cathedral Board of Trustees, has finally broken his silence on the trial investigative report on the National Cathedral project. He maintained his innocence in the face of allegation of corruption, conflict of interest and double identity leveled up against him by Member of Parliament for Noctong Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa. He's speaking to congregants this morning. Reverend Victor Kusi Boateng said he's not intimidated by actions of the MP or any state agency.
I want to stand behind this pulpit to announce, and you can let everybody hear this, that for where I'm coming from and where God has brought me to, I'm the last person to be intimidated and to be threatened. I cannot. No. No power, no personality, no president, no commander, no no party, no member of parliament can ever intimidate me. I am beyond intimidation. I'm a very simple, warm, and nice person, but I am beyond intimidation. Not even the judiciary can intimidate me. Not even the parliament. And you have seen parliamentarians and a whole caucus making a press conference against me, but I kept my composure. And I stood here and I promised you 2 years ago, in January 2022, that whatever you guys had seen and all the lies they were throwing, I told you I will come here to confirm that I am innocent. And by the grace of God, I think last week, Monday, gentleman in parliament called Okujeto Ablakwa spewed all kinds of lies towards me. And is still saying a lot of lies. Lies like the courts have thrown out my cases, lies.
And just before we head out in world news, Namibia's opposition presidential candidate Panduleni Itula says his party would reject the results of a chaotic general elections riddled with delays and technical failures. And that's how we end tonight's bulletin. I am Amiesi Nyamiche Thompson.